Judge, today's case is hot tamale.
Today, I have a couple before me for whom anger has become an all-day thing. Let's see if we can get to the bottom of it and find some peace.
Court is now in session. The Honorable Judge Lynn Toller presiding.
Good day, ladies and gentlemen. I'm here today with Edward Alago and Madeline Alago. Mr. and Mrs. Alago, the two of you have been together for 12 years, married for one. You have a 3-year-old together, and you're in trouble. Mr. Alago, I'm going to start with you. Why don't you tell me a little bit about your relationship and why you're here today?
Sure, Your Honor. I'm here because this beautiful, hot-headed Latino woman is about to be real cold that night if we don't change what's going on.
Uh-oh.
Been together for, as you mentioned, about 12 years, and I've probably moved out about 6 or 8 times within that 12 years.
No kidding.
Yes, Your Honor. I have been through over 10 different ironing boards, and I mention it because I actually love to iron. I really love to iron. It's kind of my past thing. Before I go out, I have to be clean. I have to be clean, and she knows that, and she damages it every time she gets a chance. Anytime there's an argument, she goes for my ironing board. Now,
Mrs. Alago, do you get mad and tear up the man's ironing board?
I replace it every time it happens, but it's happened. I mean, it's out in the heat of the moment, and it's the closest thing to me, and it's always out. He never folds it, never puts it away. It's always out in the middle, so you have to walk around.
Yeah, but he's ironing his own stuff. He's not asking you.
I want to. He doesn't let me.
Good.
That's ironing it. Just put it away. If you don't put it away, this is what happens to it.
Okay. And you have to replace it. Have you ever watched this show before?
Yeah.
You know what that's called, right? The stupid tax. That's a tax on stupid stuff. You keep having to pay whatever the ironing board people, I don't know who makes ironing boards.
It's a vicious cycle. They set it up.
It's ridiculous. Tell me some of the things that have put you out of the house over the years.
Well, we have jealousy issues from when we were younger.
We have too many people.
We have had jealousy issues between both of us. If she sees me talking on the phone or she sees me doing something that she doesn't like, she overreacts very quickly. Since she has.
Do you have a record?
He has a record of talking to women and being caught talking to women on his phone. That's why he's so worried about me creeping when I'm on my phone.
Mm-hmm. Well, what kind of things does he say to those women when he's on the phone?
They're romantic type of conversations. There's pictures, nude pictures sometimes.
Your Honor, we're talking, she holds on to things that are about 10 to 12 years old. Things that have happened in the past. I was a different man back then, so I have made mistakes. But when someone continues to tell you to leave and continue to put you down, and there's no moral support, there's just always fighting. No matter what I do, it's not good enough.
Give me an example of something she overreacts to and puts you out of the house or no support. Give me some stories.
For example, sometimes she works late. Well, most nights she works late, so I try to clean up, pick up most of the time.
I work at a restaurant, Your Honor. When the last customer leaves, we can't leave until they leave.
But you can text somebody and let you know when they're running late. Like, I've checked on her phone. Right. She won't text me, but she texts other people during that time. And I'm a little angry, you know. I've been waiting all day. It's, you know, I'm a little agitated.
He's always a little angry, Your Honor.
I'm not the happiest person. Let's put it like that. I don't have a smile from.
Well, that's good to know. Yeah, you're self-aware.
I'm ex-Air Force.
Yeah.
You know, I've been in the military. So instead of her being appreciative when she gets home, she's in one of her moods, starts flipping out, throwing things around, telling me how the house looks like crap. And then everything that happens, anytime we get into a fight, was the first thing she tells me, she wants me out. She's destroyed my son's playhouse. One time I moved out and I had her come over. Every time we move out, we have our little things. She comes by, we hang out a little bit. She got mad. I had to actually lock her out when she walked out the door. I got lucky. She went outside to smoke a cigarette. I got lucky. She went outside to smoke a cigarette, and I locked her out. And she went ballistic, started kicking the doors, kicking the windows.
But she had already kicked you out of the house. She came over to see you.
Yeah, he invited me to come over to see him.
Right.
My place.
Then I find something.
What's with the kicking out thing?
I'd rather be alone than bad company. I mean, if you're gonna continue to promise me certain things and you don't come through, I mean...
What's he not coming through on?
One time we went out to a birthday party, and he felt like I was coming off at him disrespectful. Mind you, this is a kid's birthday party we took our kids to. After a couple beers, he felt like I came at him sideways, packed up the kids, left, and left me at the party by myself.
Do you recall that incident?
I do, Your Honor.
What kind of sideways was it?
She has a sailor's mouth, and I can too. As I mentioned, I'm ex-military, so we can be a little disrespectful. But she's not telling you the reason why I grabbed the kids and put them in the car and left. She was drinking, and she was driving with the kids.
No,
I wasn't drinking. You were drinking at the party, not that you drove with the kids.
That's because you were driving them.
I took the car and I left, so there wouldn't be any issues about her drinking.
Let me give you another example, Your Honor. For New Year's Eve, some of our family friends were there. I went outside with my brother to go smoke a cigarette with some of his friends and him. Edward the whole time is Mr. Antisocial, doesn't want to come out at all and spend any time with us. So he's inside our apartment. Peeks his head out at that moment when my brother goes to do the fireworks, and for him, I'm out there caking and talking with these guys. He comes out, slaps a cup out of my hand, goes back inside. Everybody's like, what the hell just happened? He comes back out and starts fighting with one of the guys. Like, fist fighting, brawling on the floor, banging on cars. We're having to separate them.
Your Honor,
it was embarrassing.
Mr. Alago, did you do that?
She did not inform you that prior to this, I was actually living in my own place and coming back, and she tells me that these people hit on her and try to get in her pants and all these things. So when I see her
Your Honor,
caking and talking with these guys, what do you think I'm gonna think? I'm gonna think that's what they're doing, and they're trying to do that. So I don't know if she tells me these things to get me jealous and pull me away, because she likes me to be away from her. I have no friends, no family. I live by myself.
All on his own, Your Honor. All on his own. Because I try to encourage friendships for him. I try to have my brother have a friendship with him.
At a coworker, we were arguing at a job. We were actually arguing at a call center, and I go and I sit away to avoid conflicts. A girl sits next to me. I don't even know this girl in the world. She sat next to me, and she asked me, why is this girl mean mugging me? Why does she keep looking at me mean? Well, that's my girlfriend.
Because she knew you were that you were my man. And she was trying to cake with you on purpose because she didn't like me. See, that's why you laughing about it. I'm glad you find it funny.
I don't find it funny. I find the fact that you try to pick a fight and you made a big scene and almost got us both fired. You tried to make me look beautiful and I did it to you. Sorry.
You said you were irritated.
But I never expressed it to her.
I'm not talking about expressing anything to her at all. I'm talking about you dealing with you.
I appreciate it.
And you dealing with you and everybody else dealing with themselves. Well, you have an anger issue too, right?
Well, Your Honor, when I was younger, I did have
Your Honor, let me tell you a story.
Yes. For example, I want to give you just one more story.
All right.
I was at work. This is my second week at the job, and I'm doing a sampling.
Yeah?
And it's all guys. And I'm a little angry because it's all guys, and I'm doing a sampling for drinks.
Wait, stop her and let her know that you were asking me to do this with you the whole time.
Hang on. Why were you angry? Because it was all guys?
Because it's an energy drink, and you want to kind of interact with both crowds.
So that made you angry?
No, I wasn't angry towards her. I was just a little bothered, so she comes in with
But you were bothered by that?
Kind of, yeah. When you're doing a promotion, you want to try to touch everybody, and really the people that were there were not buying the energy drink. They weren't taking the drink. They weren't trying it. So I was a little agitated. I was wasting my time there.
Okay, and then, Your Honor, the whole week prior to this tasting, he was like, babe, I want your help. I need you to help me. I set this up, do this tasting with me. And I was like, yeah, baby, I got you. All week, I got you. I get there with my friends, and it's all guys, like he said, and they're all playing pool and doing activities, and it's only it's a few women, like 5 women, all behind the bar.
2 girls there.
See, exactly. He knew exactly how many there were. Okay, so when I got there, it was like he gave everybody a kiss on the cheek, and I'm your wife. I'm expecting a kiss on the lips, a hello. He gives me one of these.
Your Honor,
like, all right, I was like, okay. I was hurt by it, because I'm like, I'm your wife. You're supposed to, when I come in a room, address me like I'm your wife, just like I address you, and I give you that respect, and I give you your place.
Your Honor, I'm working
in a professional
business. I'm not going to go and kiss my wife on my lips. I gave her a kiss just like
but it's okay for you to cake with all the bitches there, right?
There was nobody else. There was no other woman there that I was talking to.
Oh, but you said there were 2. So were there not?
Behind the bar, there was 2.
And those are the ones he was talking with.
So she assumed that they talked to me.
No, Your Honor. So then we go outside, and he's like, yeah, I don't really need you, because
I did not say it like that.
I don't really need you. You can go
with
home.
Your friends.
I'm
if you don't want to stay here and help me out, you're more than welcome. As you can see, there's a bunch of guys here, and it's not really going good.
Actually, let me rewind the tape. He had me go to the store and buy some Visa gift cards as prizes. So that's what he used me for. I was his little do girl. He had me go buy some stuff, drop it off, and like, bye, I'll see you at home.
If you look for insult everywhere you go,
you're gonna find.
That's exactly what you'll find. And I'm saying it to both of you.
Your Honor.
And Your Honor, I just want you to listen.
I will.
It seems to me that we work really hard these days to find a way to get insulted by things. We look really, if everything is not pristine and perfect, we get an attitude as if somehow the world is just supposed to relax and smooth out for each and every one of us, and there aren't supposed to be any issues.
Amen.
You both are like that. Both of you. The meeting isn't go how you like it.
That's her opinion that certain things.
told me that about yourself. You said you were irritated.
But I never expressed it to her.
I'm not talking about expressing anything to her at all. I'm talking about you
Understand.
dealing with you.
I appreciate it, Your Honor.
And you dealing with you and everybody else dealing with themselves. You gotta learn how to just, who said the world should be perfect for you? Ain't nobody it's not perfect for me.
I agree, Your Honor.
But I just had to throw that out there because it's like, he didn't give me a kiss in the What are you kidding?
It's the whole give me my place. You've been asking to be here, and then
you need to
dismissed me after I
understand
did
what your
you needed.
place is and be comfortable in it and not have him reinforce it all the time. My husband comes in here, I'm not giving him a kiss on the lips. I'm at work.
Of course. Well, I'm coming to work on my day off. I'm not working. It's not my job.
I understand
I'm coming
that,
to help
but
him.
he's at work. I'm trying to tell you what's worth getting excited about and what's not worth getting excited about.
It's okay for him to do other unprofessional things. But giving me a kiss on the cheek.
See, Your Honor, this is the issue with her.
You're comparing one act to another of what he's done. What I'm talking about is being centered and have the self-esteem not to have stuff like that bother you.
Okay,
That's what I'm saying.
Let me give you an example, okay? At my job, at my restaurant participates in different things that go on in downtown. Every year, we have what we call the Gasparilla event. I don't know if you ever heard of that.
I've been in the Gasparilla Parade.
So, everybody dresses up as
Absolutely.
pirates. It's a lot of fun.
It's the coolest thing ever.
I can't do that. I can't do that, Your Honor. I have to sneak in my costume, in my clothes, go to work, and hear about it because I'm working. I'm working bartending from 11 in the morning till 2 o'clock in the morning.
I'm a Christian man, and I may not be the perfect Christian man, but during that time, I started changing my life, and I asked her to, and she gave her life to the Lord, and she started doing these things. So if you're hiding stuff from your husband, you know in your heart you're not supposed to be doing it. And she knows if it was no issues, if there was
I know in my heart that you're just controlling, and that's it.
She starts throwing quarters at the car next to us. She could get shot. Florida's Wild Wild West. Everybody got a gun out there.
Yeah.
So anytime there's
I was pregnant, Your Honor. I wasn't thinking. I'm not gonna lie. I just let the heat, and I was like, you know what? I'm pregnant
twice. I never threw quarters at nobody. If you would like your case to be heard on divorce court, call us toll-free at 1-877-311-2222 or log on to our website at divorcecourt.com. Missed the show? Watch full episodes on our streaming platforms, and for exclusive content, go to Apple TV.
Let me tell you another thing that he's done.
Go right ahead.
All right, so we've had dogs in the past, and my life daily is too busy to sit there and be worried about, oh my God, I gotta take the dog out. Oh man, can somebody go take my dog out to pee? I'm tired of doing that. So one day, Edward knows that. So one day, Edward called me, come to my job. I got something you gotta take home. Okay, I pull up. What does he have? A freaking dog in his arm, a puppy with a scarf. He said, take it home. Now it's ours. So now they
is that
already
the puppy?
know. There you go.
What's his name?
Cookie.
Cookie.
So now I have to deal with a dog in my house because he said it. It doesn't matter what my input was. It was what he said, and that's it.
That's an important decision. Didn't you think it was important to consult with the woman that you're with about who lives in that house?
And I keep the dogs always.
Your Honor, there's no consulting with her. With Madeline, it's either her way or the highway. And I've mentioned before her anger issues. I know we keep going back and forth, but Your Honor, it's really hard to deal with someone that. For example, we got into an argument that one day and she was driving down the street. Actually, I think she was pregnant at the time. Somebody pulls off and gets in front of her. Her anger just goes. She starts throwing quarters at the car next to us. Literally takes a hand of quarters. She's trying to fight some guy while she's pregnant. She could get shot. Florida's Wild Wild West. Everybody got a gun out there. Yeah. So anytime there's
I was pregnant, Your Honor. I wasn't thinking. I'm not gonna lie. I just let the heat, and I was like, you know what? I'm
pregnant twice. I never threw quarters at nobody.
She did it the other day when she wasn't pregnant.
I did it in my second stomach, not my first.
Yeah. But you know that's not an excuse. You know you shouldn't have done it.
I know, but it was just like I took it from 0 to 100.
You say that like it's something that happens to you and that you're not in control of it. 0 to 100 is not something that happens to you. It's something that you allow.
Yeah, that's it.
So if there was one thing that I could wave my magic gavel and get her to give you to get this thing straight, what would it be?
Not being disrespectful. She's disrespects my mother several times when she's angry. My mother passed away.
No, I don't. I
Yes,
don't
you do
disrespect.
all
I
the
hold
time.
examples,
No.
but I don't talk anything bad about your mom.
You see, and
I
that's
say, you know
another
what?
thing,
You
Your
didn't
Honor.
treat
She
your
can't
mom
even-
good. How can I expect for you to treat me good?
Did she call my
Am
mom?
I saying anything bad about his mom? No, I'm not.
You
I'm
just
saying
called
about-
my mom aside, a
You
woman
know
the
what?
other day, and
You
she
wanna
passed
talk
away.
About, that my parents don't know how to love, so that's why I don't know how to love. You know what? Then you taking it to another level, so I can't?
So
I can't.
that-
Okay then. All right.
Your Honor.
If it's good for you, it's good for me.
I mentioned
All
to
right?
her that we needed therapy.
If you respected your family and your wife, you wouldn't be going through none of this. Your Honor, let me tell you, we've tried counseling several times. We even went to he actually initiated going to our pastor and asking him to do a therapy for us. We went. Because the pastor he was favoring into my issues.
Because she wasn't being honest.
He cussed out the pastor and left me in the
Did you do
office
that?
with the pastor had to keep reminding him, we're the
Oh, man of the Lord!
I said a bad word. And you know
You
what?
said a bad word in the house of the Lord.
And you know what? He
Dropping
called me up.
him.
And like I said, I'm not perfect. Being a Christian does not make you perfect. And I fall every day. I battle my demons every day. But she doesn't try to help me.
Let me say this. Let me say this. You keep trying to fix the other one when you're completely broken yourself. And so you spend all your time looking at something you can't change other people. It's like if you're cool with who you are as a dude,
I am.
you would
Huh?
no.
The only reason I leave is she forces me to leave.
I am speaking.
Sorry.
You're so busy on your position. You don't have an opportunity to learn. The word can't get to you if you're always talking.
Yeah.
So you have to learn to listen, and you don't. You're convinced of your position. Unhappy as all get out, but you're right. You'll be right all day long in 9 different houses all over the world. But you're not right. You're just not. You're not wrong either. It's not a question of right or wrong. You're just broken. Yeah. And if you're a rule-rigid person, which I think you are, this is what respect looks like. This is how this should go. This is that. And if anything is not right down that line, I will explode. Oh, that's so hard on you.
It's not like that.
Imagine
Yeah, it
me.
is.
No, you're not.
Yeah, it is.
I'm really laid back. You're
No, oh,
Yeah.
come on. Come on.
Okay, laid back.
Yeah, I'm gonna believe that. I'm gonna believe that
This-
right after you sell me the Brooklyn Bridge. Look, I want you to go to individual counseling to work on yourself. Don't say nothing negative about her while you're there. Don't say nothing negative about him while you're there. Do you understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I wish you both the best, because it's horrible being angry all the time.
It sucks.
It's
sucks.
horrible, and it
Dreading
kills
to
your
come home to
body,
somebody.
and it contributes to belly fat. I just thought I'd mention that. There will be no recovery in this matter. It is so ordered.
Judge Lynn obviously suggested counseling. You're open to seeking that as well, correct?
We definitely started at one point and it just didn't work out for a little bit. So we'll try to go back.
Truly believe you need anger management?
I mean, possibly.
Possibly.
Possibly,
What,
yeah.
I think the quarter throwing and all that.
Yeah.
Maybe?
I mean, a little bit. A little bit. I mean, I'm Latina. We're hot-headed anyways.
I'm a little nervous,
Youngest
not
of
gonna
2
lie.
older brothers, so I mean, I've been none but spice.